Some we didn't. He was teaching me more than just how to fix things.
Teaching by example. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
You've heard it all before. Come locate your business in our region. At Mid-Maine, we've got a different message. We say, come visit the Waterville region and let us show you a great place to live, work, and play. You'll find we offer a diversified economy, progressive business climate, and an outstanding lifestyle. But don't take our word for it. Let us show you what we offer. It's easy to arrange a visit. Just a quick stop at the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce website will get you started.
Ever wonder where real Maine spring water comes from? Well, at Summit Spring, it bubbles from the ground all on its own, just as it has for as long as anyone can remember. To this day, it's still collected in the original stone spring house, without the use of pumps or any artificial means. Visit summitspring.com to get free delivery to your home or office, or look for Summit Spring water wherever natural and organic products are sold. Summit Spring, you should know where your water comes from.
Welcome back to Inside Maine Tourism and our guest, Chris Botka of Maine Mountain Maple. As we were talking earlier, Chris, I'm really excited about this time of year because we're coming up on Maine Maple Sunday, which is March the 27th this year. So could you maybe enlighten us a little bit about that?
Oh, this is the greatest time of year because this marks spring. This really marks spring. Some people say it marks mud season, which it probably does, but to me and everybody else, it really marks spring. It's bringing everybody out, mainly in the southern part of Maine, because everything is a little closer for them, the sugar houses. But anywhere from here all the way up to Holton, Maine, York, Kittery, you name it, and the sugar houses are opened up. They're putting on different events and bringing out the people, and it's really a nice festivity for everyone to get out and see some of the sugar houses and how the different ones are manufacturing pure maple syrup.
Well, I know that's a fact because we have folks coming into the visitor center already. They've been coming in since really the first part of the year asking for the Maine Maple Sunday brochure, which, as I said, is March 27th, and it is really huge from that aspect. And it's one of those things, once again, as we were talking about in the earlier segment, that Maine-made product is really one that we're branded with, and you folks have done a great job. The purity of your product and how you package it and the reputation we have out there is really great. I know there's some efforts that you folks have been making, most specifically with LD 109. Could you maybe go into that a little bit about how and what you would like to see for your industry for the future, Chris?
This is a huge legislative move that we're hoping is going to open up the door. It's not a Pandora's box type thing. It's really an open door to the industry. We've reflected on the success that Vermont has had and also that the Canadians have had with their maple syrup industry. And we feel that Maine has a much bigger set of resources here. We've got the Maine people with their background and their work ethics. And LD 109 is going to actually go out and enhance the maple syrup industry for the state of Maine. But it's also job related. This is to open up other aspects of the industry for for the manufacturing of maple syrup products, maple syrup equipment, and also maple syrup supplies.
So what is it specifically doing? Is it some kind of tax break, or I'm not understanding? Is it marketing?
This is to create a commission, and it's an oversight commission of some will be legislators, and a lot of it is from the maple syrup industry and also from the manufacturing industry, that they're going to set and cohesively come together to look at different ideas and places in the state that we can do things. As Emily mentioned earlier, we can build world-class destroyers down to Bath. We can make all kinds of parts for aircraft and things here in the state of Maine, and great paper products. But we're really lacking in the area of the resources that we have in the maple syrup industry. LD 109 is going to open up some of those doors to people and enhance the awareness of what we really can do here. And we can surpass New York, we can surpass Vermont, and we can be a contender with the world market and the Canadians.
I live in Somerset County, which most people don't know is the largest maple syrup producing county in the world.
Right.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Well, there you go.
I'm impressed. There you go. Well, you mentioned in our earlier segment about the reverse osmosis process, which I can remember a little bit of that from high school chemistry or whatever, and I've seen it in process aboard ship with water process, converting salt water to fresh water, drinking water. And I know your industry especially is really energy related, so that's got to be a big savings, I would think, with the energy costs going up. And I think the way you explained that, it's you boil it less because you have less water is really pretty simply how it works?
Absolutely. We'll condense the syrup and we'll through the processing of it, and we'll grow from 2% to 8.5%, and in a lot of cases we'll go up over 10% in the sugar content.
Wow.
And by doing that, we are going to boil less. And I'll give you a quick example. 2 years ago, I was being filled up a 330-gallon oil tank 3 times a week. Last year, I was being topped off once a week on Wednesdays, and that's it. And
wow,
so
huge.
I've reduced my consumption by over 2,000 gallons, and that's a lot of oil consumed. So when they say, can you be green in an industry like this? Absolutely.
Can you speak a little bit about your relationship to the wood products industry in the state of Maine? You mentioned paper making. How do you coexist with the paper industry?
The nice part of the maple tree is, in being a hardwood tree, that we can actually use it for a good 50 to 100 years, and then it can be reconverted either back into the pulp industry, or it can be used in the wood manufacturing industry through the scarring of the tree that takes place, and the wood manufacturers for flooring or for cabinetry love the design of the grain of the tree. So there's a lot of after use for it, or firewood.
Well, Chris, it's been a pleasure having you here today. It's so wonderful to be able to feature some of the great things, the great products that we produce here in Maine, and we thank you for being with us. And on behalf of Vaughn and myself, thank you for joining us for Inside Maine Tourism.
You've heard it all before. Come locate your business in our region. At Mid-Maine, we've got a different message. We say, come visit the Waterville region and let us show you a great place to live, work, and play. You'll find we offer a diversified economy, progressive business climate, and an outstanding lifestyle. But don't take our word for it. Let us show you what we offer. It's easy to arrange a visit. Just a quick stop at the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce website will get you started.
Here at Atlantic Motor Car, we treat people like family. We have quite a few customers that will come in and bring us cakes, cookies, send us postcards, Christmas cards. We try to treat people like we like to be treated. We opened our business here in 2003. Combined, we have over 100 years experience repairing automobiles. We service all types of imported automobiles. We service Audi, BMW, Mercedes, Volvo, Volkswagen, Saab, Porsche, Infiniti, Lexus. Our staff is trained by Bosch. We're a Bosch authorized service center, which means that we're familiar with and are equipped to service even the latest model European cars. When a customer walks into Atlantic Motor Car, we have compassion. We treat people the way we want to be treated, and that leaves the customer happy.
Standing here beside you, want so much to give you this love in my heart that I'm feeling for you.
Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can't make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Ever wonder where real Maine spring water comes from? Well, at Summit Spring, it bubbles from the ground all on its own, just as it has for as long as anyone can remember. To this day, it's still collected in the original stone spring house, without the use of pumps or any artificial means. Visit summitspring.com to get free delivery to your home or office, or look for Summit Spring Water wherever natural and organic products are sold. Summit Spring, you should know where your water comes from.
Turn your unwanted gold and jewelry into instant cash. Maine Gold and Silver wants to buy your gold and jewelry no matter what its condition. Gold is gold, and that means cash in your pocket. Don't trust your valuable gold to some unknown buyer via mail. Bring it to us and talk with our buyer face to face. It's the fastest, safest, most reliable way to convert your gold into instant cash. Maine Gold and Silver, making our customers friends for a lifetime.
Welcome back to Inside Maine Tourism. Another fascinating segment. It's interesting to me, as I told you growing up down south, all we ever had was the phony stuff. Now, and you said the first time you saw it that it was like, what is that?
It's nasty. Yes.
It is now. You're right,
is.
Kim. I agree. It's the real thing or not at all. It's the real Maine, and it really shows.
And I think that branding initiative, the Get Real, Get Maine, that the state started several years back, it has been key in helping to promote our products. And we have so many wonderful things. Lobster's wonderful. I'm not going to take that away from our brand. But we also have blueberries. We have the the mussels from Blue Hill. We've got maple syrup. We have so much more to show for ourselves.
Well, as Chris pointed out, this is one of those products that the culinary world really aspires to. I think it's fascinating that once again our name and our product gets out all the way down to North Carolina, and a chef down there can see the value of it. And he can't find the real product, so he seeks out Chris. And it's just another one of those great stories we have to tell in Maine about Maine-made products.
We need to get it in France and Japan and Italy.
Oh, yeah.
We need to go global.
Yeah, I think he's working on that. And the Japanese have, they've had a great interest for years in the Maine blueberry product for its health reasons. And the same way with this Maine maple syrup. We've got a lot of products in Maine. I've had wine that it's been used in. I've had beer that it's been used in. And, of course, I don't know if I can pronounce that correctly. Ploys, P-L-O-Y-E-S. I love it on that. I had never had those till I came to Maine, and they're just not the same unless you have Maine maple syrup.
It's true. Well, thank you for joining us today on Inside Maine Tourism.
Inside Maine Business with Kim Lindloff and Steve Wallace is Maine's only business show hosted by Maine business leaders. Lindloff and Wallace know firsthand what it takes to bring business to Maine and what goes on behind the headlines of Maine's biggest business stories. Inside Maine Business will bring you the movers and shakers of Maine's business world. From banking, investment, real estate development, and tourism to Maine's most successful companies, Inside Maine Business will bring you the answers you need about Maine business.
Here at Lanning Motor Car, we treat people like family. We have quite a few customers that will come in and bring us cakes, cookies, send us postcards, Christmas cards. We try to treat people like we like to be treated. We opened our business here in 2003. Combined, we have over 100 years experience repairing automobiles. We service all types of imported automobiles. We service Audi, BMW, Mercedes, Volvo, Volkswagen, Saab, Porsche, Infiniti, Lexus. Our staff is trained by Bosch. We're a Bosch authorized service center, which means that we're familiar with and are equipped to service even the latest model European cars. When a customer walks into Atlantic Motor Car, we have compassion. We treat people the way we want to be treated, and that leaves the customer happy.